Wow. Now I'm not sure if the cap came off or somebody took it off, or it might have rusted off. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Want to do another video on the Patriot and give you a few things to consider before buying this Jeep Patriot. The review video got lots of views, also gained new subscribers. I think a lot of new subscribers to this channel. But let's just jump to the video, and I'm gonna give you a few things to consider when buying a Jeep Patriot. A 2011. 2011 was when they basically redesigned the bumpers and the lights a little bit, gave it a facelift, changed the dashboard a little bit. This particular model, by being 2011, does have a CVT transmission. So yeah, when I first got the vehicle, I wasn't used to the transmission at first because I'm used to it shifting, but I've gotten used to it. And I believe for 2014 model years and up, you had the option to get a 6-speed transmission and an option to get the CVT. Now the 6-speed transmission, from what I heard, is a lot better, but I also got a lot of feedback from people owning 2012 Jeep Patriots that they CVT transmissions have gone out or they have issues with. Well, I got 156,000 miles on this, and it has been dealer service. The trans fluid has been replaced at 90,000 miles, and I have yet to have a problem with the CVT transmission. Still running strong, knock on wood, just kidding. The trans is still running strong, 156,000 miles. This thing was daily driven 70 miles one way to work every single day, all 4 seasons, cold, snow, you name it, and it's still holding out today after all these years. Second thing is this Jeep Patriot, you had the option to get a 4x4 or front wheel drive, and you got 2 engine choices of America. You also got a diesel option, but it's not available in America. But this model is a 2.4, so it's slightly more powerful than the 2.0. The 2.0 comes in front wheel drive models. I suggest you get the 4x4 with a 2.4. It's slightly more powerful and slightly more quicker. Now, I'm not saying this Patriot is the fastest thing out there, and I'm not saying it's fast, I'm not saying it's slow. It gets out of its own way, but I highly recommend you get the motor with the 2.4 in it because it's slightly more powerful. We'll go ahead and open the trunk. Got a bunch of junk back here. Up here, you got a little mini flashlight that it comes with. I thought that was so cool when I first bought it. Basically, you stick it up to here, man, it just recharges. If I can get it in there. There we go. Another thing you want to consider is the fuel economy. The fuel economy is decent for this being a small compact SUV. I've been getting at least 28 miles per gallon on the highway, which is not bad. This is the 2.4 with 4-wheel drive, so of course you're going to burn more gas. The 2.0 gets 30 miles a gallon. So it may seem like not much by today's standards, with some cars getting 40 miles per gallon or whatever, but that's actually quite decent for this size vehicle. It does have a small gas tank, but I can tell you now, out here where I live at, with gas prices being $3.40 a gallon or more, on E, $40 to fill this up, and basically, you know, I can go to the next state, wouldn't have to worry too much about gas, which is a plus. So I'm averaging about 28 miles per gallon, which is not bad at all. I mean, it's not the best. There's cars out there that will do better, but it's decent. Another thing to consider, you can get this in different trim levels. This is the Latitude version. You can also get this Latitude X or Limited. Those are higher trim levels. Comes with leather seats. You can also get a sunroof with this as well. So basically the limited version, you basically got everything. You have chrome trim and stuff like that. For example, for the limited, or I should say leather 2X, we're gonna walk around to the front. You would have the chrome trim underneath here, but this is just plastic. So, and last but not least, repairs. All right, is it a money pit? I have got a lot of comments. Well, I got a few comments stating to stay away from this particular vehicle, but of course that was after the fact that I've already purchased it years ago. And I had some people tell me again, CVT transmission is trash and a lot of repairs went into their Jeep. I heard somebody told me that one of their wheels came off from a hood bearing and stuff like that. From my experience, and I can't speak to the ones who had issues with their transmission and other repairs and stuff like that. We had this Jeep for quite a while, and from my experience, the only major repairs that we ever had to really do was crankshaft position sensor. That was really not a major repair. It was just a sensor behind the engine that needed to be replaced. That's the only major repair issue that we had with this vehicle. As I stated earlier, we had no problems with the CVT transmission. Of course, if you like me and you got a car that you're used to driving that had shifts on its own, it does take some while to get used to. I'm not saying the CVT is a complete waste transmission in this one, but you know, on takeoff, when you drive, yeah, you tend to hear the engine rev just slightly than what you want it to rev when you're in a normal automatic. But then again, for the 2014 model, you got the option to go out and you can get the 6-speed automatic, and you can get the CVT transmission if you decided to get the trail rated version of this. But so far, the CVT transmission has been holding out for us. Yeah, I mean, CVTs, at first I wasn't a big fan of it, but basically, I guess manufacturers say it's supposed to help you save gas, and I don't quite think it saves gas by that much, maybe by 2%, but you know, CVTs is actually pretty smooth, and you know, just taking off from a light, you know, it's just a smooth takeoff. You don't feel any shifting and stuff like that, because again, it's a CVT. So yeah, this is the first vehicle that we own. This is the only vehicle we have out of the other two cars that we had that has a CVT. If you can hear that wind in the background, I apologize. I also want to point out to y'all that when you decide to purchase a Jeep Patriot, you might want to go with a slightly bigger tire size like I did, because when we first got this, the tires were just a tad bit on the low profile side. And when you're living in an area where potholes and streets are horrible, you tend to feel the bumps just a slightly bit more than you would than what you want to. Not saying it's bad, but after a while, your suspension components tend to wear out, takes a big hit if your tires are slightly smaller, and that can wear your suspension components out. But we went with a little bit of a bigger tire size, and it rides better. Also, and what some people in the northern states probably want to consider, with it being 4-wheel drive, how good is it in deep snow? Well, I could tell you, for all the years we own this, we had some snow up to 14 to 20 inches. And my wife would commute, again, 70 miles to work. 70 miles to work in deep snow. And out in our area, they don't always plow the streets right away. So by the time they even plow the streets, it's like 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, it was times where she would be out at midnight and she had to drive in deep snow. And I'm not going to exaggerate when I tell you how deep the snow was, but it will come up to this bumper, all the way up to here, and pushing snow on the bumper, but still making it through. So the four-wheel drive system is amazing. I mean, it's not the trail-rated version. The trail-rated version obviously can do a lot more. You can climb mountains and stuff. But the four-wheel drive works good. We ain't had no issues with the four-wheel drive. We ain't had no faults, anything like that. No check engine lights. This thing rides like a new car. The ones out there that were having issues with the Jeep Patriot, you know, I'm sorry. I feel your pain. It's also a YouTuber out there. He was YouTubing with his transmission going out, which I find that quite unusual. But I'm just speaking on my terms. I haven't had no issues with the transmission yet. So again, I can't speak for other people who had issues with their transmission with their Jeep Patriot. All I can try to say is, if you're at 90,000 miles or you consider buying a Jeep Patriot, you know, have your transmission service. Have them flush the, well, not flush it, have them change the fluid out of the transmission, put fresh fluid in. Again, this was serviced by the dealership. So really with any transmission, you want to service it to make it last long. So 156,000 miles. Hopefully we can get 200,000 miles out of it. Just do a quick walk around of the body. I mean, it's in good condition. You can see the paint. So yeah, this Jeep is well maintained. I mean, it's a 10-year-old vehicle, 2011, and it's 2021. So it's a 10-year-old vehicle. It may not look as appealing as a 2021, but guess what? With the used car market sales going up today, it basically just gained its value. So if you're probably looking for one of these 2011 all the way up to 2017, it's probably gonna cost you a lot. I know somebody reached out to me and said they saw one for 17 grand or 19 grand. They asked me, was it worth it? Well, I think it's worth it, but you know, just kind of, you know, watch the stuff that I said that you need to consider. CVT, you know, again, I'm not saying it's a bad transmission, but a few other people reached out to me and said they had issues with it. So just keep up on the maintenance on your car as you would as a normal car. And used car market sales are just up. You know, the prices are up. New car sales are not doing so good because of the chip shortage, as some of y'all may know. So I'm in this video by saying this, and this is kind of the honest truth. When you buy a Jeep Patriot, okay, go with a different color. Black is the most unforgiving color you can get on the car. I mean, don't get me wrong, the color black, it looks real nice. Looks real nice when it's clean like this. Let's just walk around the other side to see the sunlight. I mean, look, it looks real nice when it's clean. I mean, look at there, real nice. But you probably can't tell on camera, it's already collecting dust. And I just washed this thing before I even started this video. So go with silver, white, gray, whatever. Just don't get black, because it's gonna take some time washing it, keeping it clean. As far as I can say, this is a metallic black. For 2014, well, I should say 2012 models, they quit making metallic black. You can get these in black, but it ain't metallic black, so it's just an all black. And if you decide to take it to a car wash and you got an all black Jeep with no metallic plate, or if you ain't put no wax on it, you're gonna see a lot of swirl marks in that paint. So again, go with a different color. I like this color. It's just, it takes a lot to maintain, but don't get me wrong, it does look good. It does look good. I mean, the paint is in great shape. Great shape. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. If you want more updates, like this video, subscribe to this channel for more. I got more videos coming. I think my next video, I'm gonna put in the video on what I hate about this Jeep. You can have a car that you like, but there are always gonna be some things that you dislike. So again, thank you guys for watching. I want to thank a lot of the new subscribers who subscribe to this channel. I believe I'm at 114 subscribers now. So let's try to get this channel to 1,000. Let's grow together. Thank you guys for watching.